All right, I did a video, lost it, but I want to reinforce, repeat, I don't care, the point that, several points. I don't care how you do it, do it. I don't care how you do a salt pipe, do it. I don't care how you get grounded, do it. A friend of mine used old accordion, the old coiled telephone cords. Don't work. Anything that'll conduct electricity and is insulated. You want it uninsulated in the ground, obviously. Barrel wire, clamp it, use an actual grounding clamp to clamp it to a rod of some kind. We used a piece of rebar with a grounding clamp, number 10 gauge wire. Boom. Ground it. I don't care how you do it. Get one of the little testing devices and test your outlets. If they're good, stick into the round thing. I don't care how you do it. Get it done. The second you're not grounded, your body is demineralizing. If you're for every second that your body is not grounded, you are dying. Okay, is that too hard to understand? This is not something like, yeah, someday I'll do that. I don't know how every single person I talk to, yeah, I'll do that when I get there to the Ozark Plateau. Well, no, that is so stupid. You were ignorant. After this point, you're stupid. Get grounded. Do it today. Go outside and just stand. This lady I talked to this last week for 4 hours. Awesome. I mean, she's been grounding just naturally. And her husband says, "What are you doing that for?" I mean, go out and stand outside barefoot. Go hug a tree. The proper way to hug a tree is, back up to it. This is what I read one time, and it makes sense. Put your back to it, and then put your arms around it. But touch it. A tree is grounded. Don't do it during a lightning storm. My son and I were out in the corral one day, and I don't remember any clouds. There was no thunder, no lightning, no nothing for way off in the distance. And all of a sudden, boom, about 40 feet up this one tree, this is a 20-some-year-old kid, 25-year-old kid, he like jumped into my arms and said, "Daddy," So I go in the house, I'm like, okay, done for that. I'm not going to. And then about half an hour later, I'm like, where is he? He's out working. The people that worked with him called him El Loco Gringo Forever, crazy white man forever. So anyway, he was out working. So brave, maybe not the smartest person in the world. It hit a tree that probably had roots down toward the pond. There was not about 20, 30 feet from the pond. So electrically, water conducts electricity. Or maybe it had a lot of salt in it. I don't know. But anyway, okay. I don't care what you do it. I don't care how you do a salt pipe, do it. Toilet paper tube, whatever, your hand. Put some salt in your hand and inhale through it. Get used to having a salt pipe on your person, around, in the car, in the house. Know where it's at. These are ideal, I think, because I priced PEX tubing. Just for the tubing, it's relatively cheap, but how are you going to do the caps? I had a sister that did it. Very proud of it. She made them for her friends and family, but I don't remember, and I pretty well doubt I got her number, and I might see her, I might not. I remember her name, her first name, that's all I know. Anyway, I don't know what she used for the caps. It's a good idea. It's small. It would be a great idea if you can come over. If you can make it for $1, it'd be great, $2. I ordered one of these ceramic salt pipes because it's down to $9.65, and I never have had one. Be careful, like I said, with your teeth. Don't get rambunctious with just ramming it up there. It's ceramic. It's harder than your teeth. I've heard people drop them on concrete floors. They didn't break. So good stuff. Now there's different. Who knows how many people are making them? If they're all good, I don't know. If they all look the same. Again, quality control. If you're in doubt, buy one from Pink Himalayan Salt. They're worth it. There was a lady who had 17% lung capacity. She had COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disorder. She could not breathe. She couldn't do anything. She was bedridden. She'd used up all her insurance. She could not work. She could not take care of her children. She was dying. She had the lungs of a 99-year-old person. Somebody said, get a salt pipe, $50 at the time, $50. Now they're less than 10. You can get them for less than 10 with 2 packets of salt. She said she ordered it and got it. When it showed up, she's like, this is just so simple. It's so stupid. She had no money. She had no life left. She was almost dead. She started using it, and in a short amount of time was back at work taking care of her kids, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So very powerful. Very powerful. But do it. And I'm going to say this. If you are a prepper, from this point on, this is the, back in time, there's the past, and here's the future. Here's present, right here, right now. You're listening to me as I speak. If in the past you weren't aware of this, what I'm going to tell you, and from this point on, from here to that point in the past, you were ignorant. From here on, you're stupid. Okay, I'm just telling you. Lou did something. He got a paper towel tube, and he's using a salt pipe. Kudos. I mean, that's it. He said, I'm sorry, I'm going to redneck it. I'm like, I don't care. I'm big on rednecking. Believe me, you can see my fancy tables around here. There's my work table there. It's a frickin' cantaloupe box or whatever the hell. I got another box out there and another box over here and another box over here, and Stone Kingdom of Yahweh was perfectly cool with it. We'd sit there and have dinner on the box table. So don't need all that crap. I said, you see how much money how I've invested my wealth, you can see on my fancy furniture and my big screen TV, I have lived without any of that shit for 20, 30 years. I've never bought stuff. I put all of my money into, prepping for research and development. I mean, you name it, anything from that, okay, I have one exactly like this, but it's made out of metal, $30. This one is $4, same thing as long as I don't drop it, but it has a magnet in it, rare earth magnet, pretty much the same thing, same batteries, 4 AAA batteries, blah, blah, blah. I haven't put my money into anything other than, research and development stuff. So, all you people out there living in comfort and with all your gold and silver and AK-47s and thousands of rounds of ammo and blah, 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 blah. I don't think too many of my your listeners have all that stuff. I'm not accusing anybody, but I know people are out there that do. $5 million portfolio, I'm worth blah, 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 well, shit hits the fan, things go upside down, you're going to be worth nothing. Because, what did I say? Repeat again and again. R. Buckminster Fuller said this, we now know what true wealth is. True wealth is the ability to regenerate forward life. In other words, how many people can you keep alive for how many days? I don't care what you're worth. If you are not able, if you're not capable of keeping people alive in a crisis, and if you have the capability but you're not willing to do it, every one of you preppers out there, you're survivalists, the mentality, us four no more, none of you are worth a plug nickel. You are on, if you're a lone wolf scenario, lone wolf survivor, Lobo Blanco, no, I'm sorry, Lobo Solitario, one guy said on one of the contingency plan channel, I'm Lobo Solitario, lone wolf. That just means you're going to die a miserable freaking lonely death, and you deserve to die a miserable freaking lonely death. If you are not willing, and if you're not able and willing to help people, you're not worth anything. Not in the kingdom. You're not worth nothing in the kingdom. What did Messiah say? Lay down your life for your friends. Greater love has no man than this, that he lay down his life. If you're not willing to sacrifice yourself, your life, your wealth for other people to keep them alive, your brothers, you ain't worth nothing. If a man sees a brother have need and do it, help him not, to him it is sin. Preppers, Christian survivalism is an oxymoron. It's bad. It's not Christianity. It's not bad Christianity. It's not Christianity. It's anti-Christianity. It's non-Christianity. It's anti-Christ, anti-Bible, anti-kingdom. Kingdom is about community. It's about everybody having everything they need. That's the kingdom. We have friends that we will be in tears, and they will be in tears, and both of us are saying, I don't know how I'm ever going to repay you for everything you've done for me. We both feel indebted. That's kingdom economy. That's kingdom economics, And boy, I'll tell you, it's going to get hot. It's going to get heavy. It's going to get deadly. And deadly means you don't want to play according to kingdom rules. You're probably going to get deaded, divinely or whatever. Don't break kingdom laws. Don't break Torah. And the Old Testament is the same as the New Testament. You had better be planning on taking care of, and you should be right now, taking care of widows, orphans, strangers, and Levites. And if you're not taking care of those 4 people, you are breaking Torah. Period. End of story. You're breaking the law. and you're breaking the New Testament. There's no difference. So that's it. But if you think you're a survivalist and you're not grounded, if you think you're a survivalist, back to my, that's the past, this is the present, the future. If you think you're a survivalist and you don't have any plan right now, and if you're not using a salt pipe in the next day or two and getting familiar with using one and planning on using one and planning on having one with you 24 hours a day, you're stupid. Just flat, dumb ass stupid. Okay? And I'm getting a little bit, dropping crap on the floor and something, and the other thing, if you think you're a survivalist, you're a prepper and you're not grounded, if you're not earthing, you're dying. So I'm a prepper. I don't care about grounding. That's just a hokey pokey wokey thing. No, if you're not grounded, you're dying. So I'm a prepper. I'm a survivalist. I'm going to keep myself alive, but I'm not going to be grounded. Grounding will help your thinking. Shielding your brain will keep you from being disrupted by bad thoughts and dangerous stuff. The 5G stuff's coming out. We need to address grounding. We need to address ESD, electrostatic discharge. You need to be grounded. You need to be shielded. Grounding instantly shields your entire body and your brain. Okay? EMF, electromagnetic frequency pollution. The 5G stuff is going to be deadly. What do you think they did in California? There are hundreds and thousands of people now homeless. Their houses, their ovens, their refrigerators, the glass in their houses, everything burned up, melted, but the trees next door didn't. Green trees did not melt, did not burn. I gotta go. See ya. Bye.